Stay low. Here we are on the Bridge of Broken Dreams. Yeah, I was actually feeling that dramatic on this day. I had a recent shoulder injury which really brought me down, and I'm in a bit of a dark state here. I'm skating in a dark cloud, even though it's beautiful in Toronto. My jumps looked a little jolly though, didn't they? A little joyous. So some really good things came out of my darkness today as far as decisiveness. When I'm skating with a bit of passion, sometimes anger, bitterness. It's not always joyous. Sometimes you're skating in a dark cloud like I am today. But yeah, sometimes some really good intensity comes out, some very deliberate moves, maybe even some extra style comes out. So I do keep hearing quite a bit that PowerStops can't be done from speed. And I think I've misrepresented the power stop a little bit by using the drag stop before it. It's just a way to make it more accurate, intimate myself with the pavement that I'm about to slide on. So yes, I've lately been trying to do the power stop from cold a little bit more, but today I feel, I didn't go out like this, but I felt halfway through or partway through this onus to prove to myself and maybe to the world that power stops can be done from high speed. And we get there at one point, but I do build into it. Yeah, stopping from a high speed takes complete concentration, and it's no different than stopping from a medium or low speed. It just takes very good mental focus, because you can freak yourself out, get yourself caught up in maybe imagining the negative outcome of failure. Yeah, that can happen. So you've got to have done the power stop enough times to be able to imagine it being done perfectly before you attempt it at high speed. Visualization is a skill too, but we'll talk about that some other time. Yes, one-footed impromptu drill. Almost caught in a groove, and as I get more tired and slower and more unstable, I'm having to jump higher to get over these. Oh, here we are at the Spectacle Debacle. Have a look at what happens to my glasses as I go over the tram lines here. I'm fairly happy with that catch. I'd say it's not a repeatable trick. Oh yes, I wore my reading glasses out because I wasn't even planning on going skating. I basically just got myself whipped up into a frenzy, worried about that damn shoulder, and thought I'd better just find out if I can skate with it. And sure enough, if I hold the camera stick in my injured hand and just keep my elbow kind of close to my body, it's fine. It's really not a problem. I just have to be careful not to windmill it or something. That would be disastrous. So right now the shoulder's at the point where I can lift good weight off the ground, but I couldn't put a cup in a cupboard over my head. That's inconceivable. So yes, lots of damage to the rotator cuff, I think, but nothing broken. So yes, I will live as long as I can skate. Oh, I shouldn't say that. Maybe I'd learn how to paint or something. Write poetry. Inline poetry, of course. So huge thanks to Pro Skaters Place, who also has a store called Ride It Electric right next door, where they've got all these great little gadgets for getting around the city. And Pro Skaters Place has all the best skates. They're carrying the Adapt GTB, and they have an incredible variety of aggressive marathon, hockey, and recreational inline skates. Ski stuff, yes. So many ski things. Bam. So not mincing around, hitting the drag to power stop for the against the cement barrier stop. And another unusually quiet sidewalk. I'm not a sidewalk skater. I absolutely hate the thought of making people feel insecure while I'm having fun. But when I get a nice clear run and I can do some curb crawling like this, I take it. I love extra things to do within my line. Things that make me better. You can always count on the City of Toronto to make and leave plenty of obstacle courses for assault skaters. An unusual heel roll for me. I guess I just wanted to be narrow. Feeling lazy and saucy, I think. Okay, I'm starting to warm up to the idea of losing the drag stop. I really was in a mood through the whole skate. Here I'm trying to cut through traffic. I wouldn't do this normally in a non-apocalypse situation, but I'm pushing it nowadays. That guy was rolling up for like 20 meters at 2K per hour. I'm too grumpy here. That's just not right. I'm sorry, driver, whoever you are, that I look like I was a little bitch. I was, actually, wasn't I? And up to the Scotiabank Center, what are we calling it nowadays? Air Canada Center. I'm going to give that door a fist bump when the Maple Leafs win the Stanley Cup, if it happens in my lifetime. But for now, I'm giving it a little check, kind of my way of saying, come on, guys, get your shit together. Do something. Yeah. I'm watching less and less hockey, and that's actually quite rare for me. Getting a little more decisive now. I'm feeling it. I'm warm. And at this point, I've had just a couple moments that I've really felt good about. It wasn't one of those skates where everything just felt amazing. But now I'm growing into some of those moments. This might be the most sidewalky video I've done. Maybe, I don't know. And this is an area I've never skated before. I like the colors. I like the brown. I wonder what color I would wear through there to pop. Light blue. Brown. So the cycle lanes are just a shit show, and underneath all of these bridges, yeah, there is a distinct difference between the quality of roads and the quality of cycle lanes in many areas of Toronto. In a more traditional skating stride here, enjoying the view. I know the light's beautiful. Yeah, that surprised me, it came up quick. But yes, I guess the words for tonight is crisp and clean. The images are just so nice. And here, directly into a power stop at a medium speed. Felt nice. So the white car's dragon flying me, and I would like them to pass. Getting a little impatient, mumbling to myself again. Oh yes, I'm peeking over my glasses because I'm wearing the reading glasses. And things are a little blurry here and there, so... Yeah, not a good idea to skate in reading glasses. But I didn't want to put them on my pocket and have them bend and break. Very quiet hotel, dead looking inside. Yes, and those stairs, I didn't know exactly how many there were. It's a little dark, and because of the blur of my glasses, I was a little bit freaked out there. Onto the old familiar home stretch, and here I'm going to take every opportunity to stop. That one was sloppy. And onto the speed pad. Now here I'm going to build up some speed and try to stop within 5 seconds of top speed. I am giving it a good shot. Yeah, that's quite easy. So you could mistake that for a power slide as far as I didn't wind up perfectly parallel, but you'll see that back underfoot really work, get that slant, and play a very active part in the overall stop. So yes, when both feet work like that in entry, it's a power stop, because the power slide is basically a one-footed stop. So yes, I do drive my heels into it quite a bit, so I can over-rotate at speed. There are ways to overcome this by allowing yourself to slide in a more parallel position. Yeah, that's basically how I look on the high-speed power stop. And one final stop here. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. That's the ultimate reward for me. I get a real buzz when I see new subscribers, so make my day. I mean, make my day. That's Batman, sorry. I'm not very good Eastwood. Stay low.